everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. How's your day been? Good? Let me know down in the comments below. So last episode, we spent our time working on mechanism reactors, getting this bad boy set up right here, and he's making us our antimatter. We got ourselves all the plenty of polonium and plutonium. We made ourselves the SPS chamber here, which turns the polonium into antimatter. We got 28 of it so far. We just made one. Which has been going great. And this guy here, we seem to have no issues with. He could just constantly run. It's nighttime now, so this guy won't run, but this is working great. We did have some issues with fuel production, so I had to scale up some of the stuff over here. We had to add like a ton more of these chemical oxidizers for sulfur and a few more here for uranium oxide. And I think I needed a few more chemical infusers, just one wasn't keeping up with the production. But we're keeping up with the production now, which is a lot better. And over here, we just have a few pulverizers making us sulfur dust, because this regular sulfur here has absolutely no use, apart from maybe smelting. Yeah. So we need it in dust form to be able to use it. So that's been going great. And in terms of power, this thing has produced a lot, which is great. Like if we look back here in induction matrix, we got 6 trillion in here, which would keep us going for a little while. I mean, once we start setting up like all the alloy blocks from all the modium for the star to be crafted, we might run through that power fairly quickly. But today what we want to work on is industrial foregoing. And there's an extra thing in industrial foregoing I want to try. It's brand new. It's called industrial foregoing souls. And as far as I'm aware, this thing can tick accelerate a block. So you just collect the souls, which is from a warden, use the pipes to pipe it around, and you connect the soul surge to the machine you want to speed up, and it just works. I don't know exactly how it works. We're going to have to have a look and see what it does. But I'm thinking it might be a really good idea to do it here for the bees. If we can hook up the soul surge to each one of these hives here, we might be able to like accelerate our bee production by a lot. Double the amount of phytogenic insulators. I had to add a new controller and change out the power cable to this universal pipe to pump in extra water, because this guy here was just not keeping up with the water extraction. So that's been taken over by the universal pipe in a sink underground, which is kind of good. It works a lot better. And since everything is just being exported into this interface here, it doesn't clog up this guy who needs for exports, which is really good. Now, the only thing I'm noticing is, where did all my nether star seeds go? Because I made like a stack of them. And each one of these guys here is supposed to be full of it, but they're just not there. And you can see there's one in here because we're just leaving like this one in here, somewhere here to fill up and just run. Yeah, this one here. But the rest of these guys should be filling up. Like this guy here has fluorite seeds, but I don't know where the rest of my fluorite went. So something's gone wrong, or I'm after misplacing something, unless they're still in this chest here. Nope. I might just need to make more off camera. Look, yeah, there's a few running in here now. Like, what's going on? I don't get it. But yeah, so that's just making us the nether stars, because if we want to make ourselves the ATM Stars soon, we're going to need a lot more nether stars. Like if we just look up star here, we might have enough to make one. Almost. We're missing 56k. But if we want to make all like 20 stars, which is our first initial goal, we need 1.9 million nether stars. And at the moment, we're not getting anywhere close to that. So we're going to have to figure out nether star production soon. I know there's a way of duplicating it through Gregstar, so we might have to have a look at that. But anyway, back to what we're going to do today. And no, not reactors. Gregstar. Down here, we have our mechanism room. And in here, I'm also going to be setting up the dissolution chambers from industrial foregoing. Right here, we're going to have our wither extraction for our ether gas. So we're going to grab that. But before we can do that, we need to actually make ourselves our laser. And of course, the laser is going to require pink slime, which is the advanced one. And I think pink slime, yeah, we need a mob slaughter factory, but that's easy enough. We could probably even set up a bee for it as well. So we'll see. But since I was actually planning on putting the latex extraction behind this wall, but now that I have the wither here, we're going to have to move it over to here. So what we need is a tree fluid extractor. This guy right here, and it doesn't look too difficult. What are we missing? Petty machine frames. Okay, that's no problem. And I think, yeah, lightweight pressure plates. Perfect. And how many of these are we going to end up setting up? We'll probably go with 2 setups for right now. So we just need 8 of these. Okay. And we're also going to need probably like a formation plane to be able to place down the acacia logs. So we're going to have to figure that out now in a second as well. But essentially, we're just going to have them... Oh, okay, so they face the opposite way you're looking. So we want this one here, here, and we're going to skip 2, 1 here, 1 here, 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 and then 1 there, and then 1 right here. There we go. So that will be our latex extraction. So we're going to need to put a formation plane either on top or below in here. And then we're going to have to get item pipes and fluid pipes to be able to pump the fluid out. Now, are we going to store this in the system? Yeah, we might as well. And I think we'll use the actual like fluid request crafting as well. So we'll just add the fluid into the recipe that it needs. Or is that a good idea? I don't know. We'll figure it out once we get to that. So to make ourselves dissolution chamber, let's have a look. Dissolution chamber just requires some diamond gears. That's easy enough. And that gives us 5 of them. So we're going to have, I think, the 3 main machine frames, passive crafting. And then we're going to have passive crafting of the speed upgrades. And I think we're also going to have passive crafting of... I think there was another item. I can't remember. Or we're just going to have crafting of the other items. I don't know. We'll see. So let's start by getting ourselves some pattern machine blocks. Oh, actually, if this is going to be passive crafting, it's not meant to be these ones. So this is going to be simple machine frame, advanced machine frame, supreme machine frame. You're going to be crafting speed upgrades, energy upgrades. Give me out another dissolution chamber. You're going to be processing upgrades, and then we'll leave the last 2 here for actual crafting. Either that being like range upgrades for machines or laser lenses for drills. Right, so if we're actually going to be doing that, then that means we need to grab ourselves out interfaces and put an interface on every block, because these machines can auto insert. So we can just set the materials in here, lock the pattern, and it'll just pull in the ingredients as it needs it. So we can say input, pull, and fluid will also be a pull, because then we'll put our latex in here. And that should be more or less it then. Just need to do that for every other machine here now as well. And oh yeah, the last thing you need to also set up then is for the output, we want to push it back up into the pattern provider or the interface. Cool. Now let's hook everything here up to power. And that should be more or less it. We just need to get the acacia logs placed. And we just need to make sure everything here is also connected up to the AE network. Hopefully we have enough channels here. What are we at right now? Oh, I think we've maxed out our channels. No, they're all online, unless something else is not online. Do we have exactly 32 items in here? I think we do. That's not going to be necessarily great, since we're going to need 2 formation planes in here. So we might need to run something differently. All right, I just went and hooked up a new P2P tunnel, so everything here is on its own channel, so we don't have to worry about not having enough channels now. So all we need to do is just run the cable back through the wall here and then get ourselves a formation plane. Actually, how are we doing on acacia logs? Eee, okay, we don't have any. I mean, we do have tree essence, so we could make a bunch, but still, we might need to somehow passive craft a bunch of this. And again, maybe just like a couple thousand might be enough. Let me just set up a pattern for it. Maybe 10,000 would be more than enough to carry us the rest of the series. All right, so 2 ME formation planes. We'll just grab out some cable here. And it should be as simple as just putting the formation plane underneath it here. If I can get to the right angle. Okay, and if we just put acacia logs in here to be placed. Is this right? Block placement. Blocks will be placed as a block. Yep. Same thing here. And we'll just run the cable around the top here. And that should be more or less connected then. So will acacia log be placed? Do they need a redstone signal to place? Is this not set up correctly? The device is online. I have no clue what's going on here. Okay, I had to redo it a different way. For some reason, the formation planes were just not working at all. So currently right now, I do have a block placer who is just placing down the acacia logs. So that'll have to do. And he's just being fed the logs using the export bus. So we should be good for a while. Now, we need to start pumping that latex into the system to start exporting out into these machines. So we need to grab ourselves out some fluid pipe and just hook everything here and then connect it to an interface. Do we actually have a location for that? I might need to go set up a cell for that quickly. All right, and that should all just get pumped into there. And once we make acceleration upgrades, we can then speed these machines here up. So if we look in the system now, we should have latex. We do. And now we just need to put latex in this guy here. So you will start pulling the latex in. Yes, you do. This guy here is going to be pink slime. Now, we're going to have to set up a mob slaughter factory, but first, let's get ourselves our other machine going. So, we need to make ourselves the simple machine frame. That's 2 plastic, a pity machine frame, nether brick, iron, gold gear, iron, and more nether brick. Okay. All right, so that's the pattern, so make sure we lock it. And now we just need to set up all the items in here just to be extracted out. And there we go. And in terms of the pity machine frame, we're probably just going to have to make a couple thousand of these guys, and that'll be good enough. Now, the last thing we need to do also is set up an emitter. Similar to how we'd set up the limiter here, we want to do the same to this machine here. You know, I'll actually do it through the back just to keep it clean. And we want to say, this guy here, simple machine frames, we want you to stop crafting when you've reached 1,000 of them, because I don't think we're going to need more than 1,000 of each. If we do, we'll up it. But for right now, I think this is good enough. And in here, we want to say run with no redstone signal. This thing will emit a redstone signal when it has enough. So we just need a bit of a cable here just to connect it. There we go. And yeah, that'll be good. And we do the same for the rest of these. And you know what? I said I was going to add the latex in the pattern crafting, but you know, I'm just going to stick it on the back here as an export. So it shouldn't matter. And all right, so everything here is more or less ready. So let's go and get ourselves a mob slaughter factory. And where do we want to set this up? Why is it saying I can craft it even though I'm missing an axe? Odd. Anyway, I guess the best option would be to set up, I think, cows. So maybe we'll just like set up the cow thing in where we have our crazy mob farm in the mining dimension, and then just farm a ton of cows until we have like a couple thousand buckets of pink slime. I guess that'd be the best way to do it. And before we do that, let's actually get a drive set up for it. Well, I don't have cow spawn eggs, so we'll just use the zombie spawn eggs for now. I'm sure it won't make that much of a difference. Ooh, we might need to move this forward a block. I also don't want them to escape. Then again, yeah, they will jump over that. Give me back out the wall. Actually, no, just solid block would be better. Right, so we just get this thing some power. So a point. Oh, we don't have access to our AE system here, do we? So we might have to use an ender tank. Oh yeah, we're going to get liquid meat out of this as well. So we have to set up a storage cell for that as well. Damn, I forgot about that. Anyway, so one of these tanks here. And yeah, but need 2. But we'll probably actually end up using a pipe. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll put that there. Is that brown? No. So 1 fluid pipe there. Oh, does this have to be pumped into the top? Oh, it's weird like that. Okay. Extract and upgrade. So if we turn this thing on now, it should work. They're filling up with liquid meat. It says there's like 4 different tank options on the top, so I wonder. We're definitely going to need a range add-on on this. So let me go get myself some speed upgrades and range add-ons. All right, I got all the other dissolution chambers set up, making all of the different things. So we have over nearly 3,000 buckets of slime in here, which is really nice. I did eventually change it out to cows because zombies weren't doing it. And this guy here is maxed out with upgrades. So even though the speed of everything like spawning here, this guy's actually keeping up, which I'm actually surprised with. Now, I don't know, do I have these guys to work while I'm not here? That's something I need to double check. Ignore players, ignore conditions. Yeah, so they should have spawned regardless I'm here or not. So we'll just leave those run for a while, and let's go set up our wither extraction. Let's actually see, is the pink slime still going up? No. Oh, I guess it doesn't work. Oh, maybe it's not chunk loaded. Hang on. Yeah, it's not chunk loaded. That's what's wrong. So now if we look in here, yes, it is going up. Good. So we can leave that run for a little while. So wither ether gas extraction. So we need to grab ourselves out a fluid base. So fluid base. I did set out the patterns for it. There we go. So will it craft? Yes, it does. And if we look up drill, we're probably just going to go with the simple like 4 setup. I don't think we really need that much ether gas, so we can just set up like a simple process for it. So up here then, I don't know if it has to be 1 block lower. I have a feeling it might need to be. We also need a stasis chamber because we need the wither not to be able to move down here. Is that the center block? It is. So stasis chamber, go right here. Grab out some cable so we can hook it up to power. All right, so the stasis chamber should be running. Hopefully there's enough power to last in here all the time. And yeah, that should be good to go. So once we build the wither in there, he shouldn't be able to move and he will not spawn. So if that's the case, then if he's going to be 3 blocks tall, this thing's 5, we might need to put our fluid laser base 1 block lower. I have a feeling it's not going to work at this height. I think if I fall into it, it's going to stop me as well. So, oh yeah, I forgot these things have a weird placement set up. So if that's the case, then we'll place up in the middle. That's 3 high, 1 more, and then we'll put the fluid laser base. Cool. And then we'll put our laser drill. Let's turn on hover mode right here. Oh, they face the opposite direction. Okay, so they face the way you're looking. Or not. What's going on here? Why is this not working? There we go. So that's going to face in this way, and we're going to have to run a ring of power across it. The other alternative way of doing this is also just setting up wireless power. There is a thing in here called like a wireless power transmitter, and it does like a 7x7 block area, and it does 200 FE per block. Or we can increase it even higher. But we want a wireless block charger. So the advanced one does 200 RF per tick in a 7x7 area. I don't know if that's 7x7 above it. So we could place it below down here or behind the wall here, and it will charge these guys wirelessly, so there's no cables going around. But I don't think that necessarily matters, because I think you can actually just hook these guys up like connected directly into the face of it here. Okay, so if I've done everything right here, it should be pretty much ready to run. Now for the wither extraction, I think it's a purple laser lens we need, and I do have a pattern set up for that, and I think we just need 1. So that one should be crafting over here. It's already done. That's great. And let's just double check in here. So purple laser lens on a fluid drill above a wither at a minimum of, okay, so it doesn't matter what height it's at, it'll just work anyway. Okay, cool. So we can just put this in here and then spawn the wither and off we go. So we're just going to put an ender tank right here, and you are just going to output up the way. So push, hook everything here to power. We'll give it its own point, or maybe we can run the cable down the back side of the wall here just to hide it. Okay, everything here should be running, and you can see it's already progressing, so that's good. Now if we just grab out some add-ons and max everything out here. So is it going to put more than 1 in there? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. And we already have a fluid cell set up for this thing, so it should just work straight away. So we'll grab out some soul sand. Yeah, that should be more or less it then. Wither skulls, and let's spawn our wither and see what happens. So the health bar disappeared, so that means he's running. Are we getting ether gas? Yes, we are. Good. Okay, I was about to say, is this 1 block too low? I was going to cry. Or 1 block too high. So we're getting our ether gas, which should be automatically being pumped in here. And then we're making ourselves our premium machine frames. Cool, so that's more or less all we had to do for this. So I guess let's go now and try out the soul extractor with the warden. Yeah. And he shouldn't actually escape anyway, but since like block damage is turned off in this area, so I don't think he should destroy anything if he does somehow spawn. So we said we were going to try and accelerate our beehives. So let's have a look here. What we need is a soul laser base, which requires some unobtainium gears. That's no problem. And I think it's the exact same setup as the wither there. We just need to add some fluid laser drills onto it, and then we could just start extracting the same way we did with the warden, or with the wither. Does it require any lens or anything? I guess we'll find out when we put it down. But where are we actually going to set this up? Because this room is not an odd number. I guess we could probably do it behind here so we can access the controllers and run it over that way. I don't know how long these cables can go. Maybe we'll just set it up behind the wall here. It doesn't really matter. Let's just stick out through here and give me some stone or my wand so I can build a bit of a platform. All right, well, so we'll use this room back here then. I think we'll probably have to run the power surge or like the soul surge underneath, because we can't connect it to the back here because there's cables, unless I can connect right here. But then we're going to miss this one, so it's not going to work any other way. So hopefully it worked by going underneath the beehive. I'm sure it will. Right, so let's figure out how this works. So did I make this room even or odd? Oh, I'm going to have to make it an even number. Okay, we'll set one up in the corner here to start with. So the warden's like 3 blocks tall, so we'll put it right there. And does it need a lens? It does. Does it tell me anything in the quest book, maybe? No, it doesn't. But the fact that this laser in here, I have a feeling it might require a blue laser lens. We'll see what happens if without it. So how does this work now? Do I have to put like a stasis chamber underneath the warden here? Or once this thing's powered, will it just automatically start extracting from the warden? Well, I guess we might as well put some of these around here first. Okay, so it's hooked up to power. So nothing should be happening. This is soul storage. I do have a warden spawn egg, so I guess we'll use that and see what happens. So if I spawn him right here. Okay, you're not supposed to be walking. So it looks like he might need a stasis chamber under him to stop him from walking. So stasis chamber is powered. You're not able to walk anywhere. Can I push you closer? Well, souls are being extracted, but is it actually working? No. Let's try and make a blue laser lens and see what happens. I think I can make one purple one and then just dye it blue. So I put that in there. What happens? Okay, so we did get it this time. And he did take a bit of damage. Now, I do know the warden automatically regens his health over time, but I think our extraction here might be a bit faster than that. So we might need to set up like an automatic healing station for him, maybe using an environmental controller. Let's see if we can do that. So we just need to fill a syringe here with witch DNA. Get rid of you now. So that's a full one, and we should be able to use that to make a regeneration thing. Can we make tier 2? I think we can. Okay, so we just need 3 of these. And a plus tier module. Okay, wait, why do I have slowness? Oh, the witches probably gave that to me. If we come under here now and hook this up right here, and we just want to say height, probably like 3 blocks. Oh, is this Y level? I don't know. Just leave it at 5 and we'll just max it out with this. And we want it to say to affect hostile and passive mobs. Are you regeneration? You do have regen, but I don't think it's working. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's regenning fast enough. So is there another way we can try and heal him? Unless this radius isn't actually reaching him, maybe we'll just change this back to like 0, 0. Is this actually healing him? Oh, actually, yeah, it was working before. Put this to 5. Okay, now he has regen 3, and his health is going up. So is it working faster than before? As long as he's gaining more health than he's losing, then we're good. Now, our extraction of souls isn't great. Now, I wonder if we can put a productive or processing upgrade in here to double the usage. So 348. What do we get now? 356. So we got about 8 right there. Okay, it's hard to tell, actually. It seems to change. But he does seem to be regeneration faster. Okay, so that's good. Now, how do we use the souls that we're getting from this thing? I'm guessing we have to pump it out of this guy here. So let's make ourselves a surge and connect it somewhere and see what happens. If anyone knows a faster way of regenerating the warden, let me know, because you can see now he's full HP. But if I add some acceleration or speed upgrades into this thing here, it might go too fast and he could end up dying. So the main one I really want to accelerate is still the draconic one. So if we come under here and put the soul surge there and grab ourselves some soul pipes and run it over here somehow. So that's now active. Does that mean the beehive's working faster now? It just extracted out some combs. So let's see how long it takes before another one appears. Unless we're already out of souls, actually. No, there's still some in there. I'm going to add some upgrades to the soul thing here, or the laser drills, to see is it able to keep up. Probably not. Wait, maybe. Oh no, he's definitely dying faster. Okay, maybe one less. Nope, he's still taking too much damage. Okay, I think he's in a stable position. Actually, never mind. Okay, so we can only accelerate 2 of these drills, and then that's all he can handle. So yeah, unless we can figure out another way of healing him, I'm out of ideas right now. But we are getting a lot of souls. How have you? Yeah, you've definitely produced a lot faster because this thing had some honey in it. So yeah, it's definitely working. Are you still? No, you're definitely losing health faster. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to deal without this unless we can somehow set up like an infinite spawning of this guy. I wonder if there's more than one warden here. Will it double extract? Or would that just be stupid? I don't know. Let me go get another warden and see what happens if we add 2 of them. All right, second warden acquired. What happens if we put him down here too? You both have regeneration. Are we getting more souls? 6, 7, 6, 4. Okay, we just got 8 there. No, it doesn't seem to be doubling it. Okay. Do I have to name tag these guys, or will they just stay there? Because I have no clue if they're going to despawn on me or not. Okay, so I just added more soul surges onto these guys, and it looks like the pipes do connect here somehow, but other ones don't. So I'm just going to run a pipe underneath to make sure everything's definitely running. Let's have a look here. Are we losing souls? We're at 12. Are we still gaining more souls than we're using? If that's the case, we might not even need to worry about regen. All of these guys here are accelerated. Damn. There is no Nether Star B, is there? It'd be pretty good if there was. No. Okay, well, I guess this is a pretty cool setup then. Like, if this is actually accelerating like I'm thinking it is, like, this is amazing. Yeah, cool. So I'll guess I'll end the episode there. So thank you all for watching. And if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit the notification bell while you're at it then as well. So without any further ado, goodbye.